Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010.
I'm Nicolas Coster. I am a business lawyer, French business lawyer. I have been in China for 16 years. I'm specialized in foreign direct investment. So basically, I set up companies in China and I also sometimes liquidate them.
What regulations have been created in China since the virus outbreak?
So we have many regulations. You have to understand that you have national regulation to give you the national framework, and you have local regulation. And local regulation depends of how many cases do you have in your city. So if you have a company, you have, of course, to check the local regulation, because if you have many cases and maybe the city is blocked, maybe you cannot open your factory. If you go to Wuhan, of course, everything is closed down. So we have many national regulation. We have regulation from the tax office to delay the tax declaration. We have regulation from what we call the CBIRC, which is the China Bank and Insurance Regulatory Commission. We have regulation from the labor office for each kind of issue, from the tax issue, accounting issue, labor issue, to explain what you can do and what you cannot do. And most of the time it's not so compulsory, so they advise you, for example, from the labor office to not dismiss your employees during the time. It's compulsory if the employees are sick to not dismiss them, but so you have some kind of advice to be followed. And you have many local regulations. So we have a Suzhou 10 policies for beneficial measure for regulation. We have Shanghai issued 4 policy for beneficial measure by the human resources. So you really have to check the national regulation and the local regulation. And you have a lot in all kinds of different fields.
What specific regulations have been implemented in Shanghai to cope with the virus?
Okay, so Shanghai established what we call the Shanghai Zheng Si Tiao, which is the fourth policy for beneficial measure by the human resources. So Shanghai regulation says that it's forbidden for you to dismiss employees who are sick. If the labor contract of the employee is a fixed-term labor contract and it will be expired, you have to extend during this special period the term of the labor contract. They say they will give social benefit to the companies who will not or who will minimize the dismissal of the employees. So this is the regulation you have to follow in Shanghai. And in each district of Shanghai, you can also have special regulation, like in Minhang, you have a special district policy regulation for special refund for unemployment, social insurance, for tax benefits, such kind of things. So you can also check each district of Shanghai to know if they have special measure.
What are the quarantine rules currently in China and Shanghai?
Okay, it depends where you are coming from and where you are heading to. For Shanghai, of course, if you are from Wuhan, you are not allowed to travel. So you have to stay in Wuhan. You are not able to work and to go outside your flat. You have to stay home, and this is compulsory, and we are not sure how long it will take. If you are in Shanghai, there is no quarantine for you if you didn't go out of Shanghai and you didn't go to place where there is some cases, and the policy and the place is changing, because if you have new cases in a city nearby Shanghai, maybe they will call you to say, okay, you have to be in quarantine because we know now there is many cases over there. And as we know, the virus will take 14 to 28 days to appear. Then it's not because you are not in quarantine that they cannot ask you after to go to quarantine. So the quarantine apply in most of the city except Wuhan. This is 14 days. And you are not able to go out during this time. And in Shanghai, they are starting to put some special device on your door to be sure you will not be able to go out. If you want to go out of Shanghai, it's possible for you to go out of Shanghai in China. But in this case, probably you will have to be in quarantine. It depends where you go, but they will ask you to be in quarantine. If you are already out in Shanghai, somewhere in China, and you want to go back to Shanghai, you should be able to prove that you are working in Shanghai, or you are studying in Shanghai, or your family and your home is in Shanghai. If you are not able to prove it, the police will stop you and will ask you to go back. If you got any favor after at the gate of the city, they will ask you to go to quarantine. So they check your temperature, they check where you are coming from and where you are going. If you come from abroad and the city and the country is not infected, or you have very few cases like Thailand, normally there is no quarantine measure. But you should declare where you came from, and you have, when you arrive in your home, to declare to the management office downstairs. They close all the gates, or they only keep one gate open. They will check your temperature. They will ask you where you came from, and they will ask you to give your phone number and to declare it truly. If you lie on your personal situation, you can go to jail for 15 days.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.